All right, here we go.
You're listening to Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast. Comics, television, movies, and more. If it impacts fan culture, we have something to say about it. And now, your hosts, Jordan, Cliff, and Seth.
I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to drink it.
All right. Drink it up.
Should I flip?
Fresh Ade.
I need to flip. We have 3 cups.
Mm-hmm.
I get some really blue lips. Get some. Ugh.
Fresh Ade.
Well, he
As
lived.
a visual gag.
He lived. I'll drink mine.
As a visual gag, this is working well.
This is working well. We're really doing it.
We're in the middle of a severe game of Gryphons and Gargoyles.
On the velvet.
Oh, that's where it happens.
It doesn't really turn your lips blue.
It's making my beer taste weird.
Are you going to chug, Cliff? Peer pressure.
I can't even reach mine.
So we both lived, so this ought to be
Oh my
exciting.
god. It means I'm going to be the loser here.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, blue beard.
I can feel the electrolytes.
Lukewarm, fresh Ade. Hey, everybody. We're talking Riverdale tonight. My name's Jordan Lowe.
I'm Principal Balky.
I'm Seth. That's a different show.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
same universe.
Quickly, I get to that. We just dropped today, Sabrina.
Sabrina,
Yeah,
the Teenage Witch.
The day we're recording this, brand new episodes, first 10 episodes of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
I've watched 1.
I've watched 2.
3.
Yeah. Cliff's
Who all worked today?
Yeah, exactly. I was off.
2 of the 3 of us worked all day and still managed. I woke up about an hour and a half earlier than I normally do. I just happened to wake up.
Out of excitement.
And I was like, oh, sweet, I can go back to sleep. Or I could go watch Sabrina. So I squeezed in the first episode before work and then watched another one at lunch.
Yeah, I watched one before I went to work today and made sure I downloaded several to take with me to work.
Excellent.
Yeah, when you said I downloaded Sabrina, I'm gonna try to get to it at work. I was like, the whole season. Apparently, yeah, that was what he was going for.
I tried.
Yeah, I watched 1 episode. So far, so good. It was fine. It's not Riverdale. I'm gonna spoil that for you, folks.
Yeah.
It ain't Riverdale. It's a different show, but it's good. I like her. She was great on Mad Men. I'm like see her grow up, see how she does. This is a great thing to be a part of. So I like the way a lot of it's filmed and some of the little effects they got going on.
Yeah, the special effects look great. There is one shot I really stepped out for me. And then I'm a little bit further. I really thought it kind of picked up a little bit in episode 3.
Yeah.
So, but I watched that first episode and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a little heavy here. I was like, I'm either going to have to take a break or go get a crucifix out of the
different mattress.
Do something there. So I took a little break before I watched episode 2, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not kind of made the decision today that after a couple episodes I was like, maybe Carly shouldn't watch this one. We'll just stick to Riverdale.
Carly, go to your room.
I like favorites. It's very stylish. I like how it looks. It's weird that what they're doing with the camera, where it's almost like a peephole or something. Like everything on the fringes is out of focus.
Yeah.
When they'll pan around a room and you just, I don't know the terminology for filmmaking, but it's not everything in the frame is in focus at all times. And it looks weird, but it adds a little bit of off kilter to it. I love the opening credits that were the artwork from the comic.
Yes,
super cool.
And the music in general on the show, playing those old classic songs, really did something for me. But yeah, I really like it. I've liked everybody in it so far, I think, as far as the actors went.
Coulson Larry?
Coulson Larry?
From Meeples?
Don't be ridiculous. Yeah,
anybody know what we're talking about?
Yeah, so we just wanted to touch on it real quick. I myself would definitely recommend it. You know, probably anybody over 13, maybe. I don't know.
What were those things that they... I'm sorry, I want to talk about Perfect Strangers. What was the episode where they were like making something, some recipe? It's like a famous episode of that where it was like, it was like it was their version of the I Love Lucy thing.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
It's like in the back
exploded. If there was like he had a rhyme, oh my god, I'm gonna have to look that up sometime. There was like he had a rhyme, and if you didn't cook the things right, they exploded.
Yeah.
Guess what happened?
Yeah.
Anyway,
my favorite episode of that show. There's once I don't even know what the episode was about. All I know was Larry and Balky they're trying to fix a toilet, or they get stuck in a bathroom, just the two of them, and the toilet again is like overflowing and exploding, and they're trying to hold it down, and there's
Baby
water.
Bobka. It was Balky Bartuka, Mrs. Baby
I'm going to
Bobka.
take a drink of this Fresh Ade and hope it's poison to end this conversation.
What's I gotta know this?
Well, Bronson Pinchot is a recurring guest star on the show. Is why we have gone down this particular path. But yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty smart. You do not need to know anything about Riverdale. It's not a spinoff. We've never seen these characters before, so it's not like you have to watch. You should, but you don't have to watch Riverdale.
And there is a...
When you're rolling out the dough, just make sure you roll it slow. If you make the dough too quick, Baby Bob can make you sick. When you pour the filling in, just make sure you wear a grin. When you smile on what you bake, Baby Bob... It doesn't rhyme. Forget it. Anyway...
We are definitely doing a cooking segment, so save that audio for our cooking segment.
Every Jesse just appreciated that bit. Yes, absolutely. I don't even remember what I was talking about now after that. Anyway, but Sabrina.
It was pretty faithful to the comic. I assume I'm the only one who's read the comic.
Yeah, I have not read it.
Oh, there is a Riverdale mention.
Yeah, but that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
But also, showrunner Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, the same guy as Riverdale, also wrote the comic. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it changes some things. It's setting up a longer... the first trade's only, I think, 6 issues, and it basically does her whole origin. So I'm not sure how condensed this is. I'm only 2 in, but we'll see.
Cool. Are we... Riverdale.
The mayor, Coach Mayor.
What about Coach Mayor?
He came in this week and he was like, I'm jonesing for some hot Riverdale takes because we only record every 2 weeks, so we're always occasionally an episode behind. So the fans are demanding our Riverdale.
I have a hot take today. I sent one earlier to you guys. Did anybody else catch that?
Really?
What is it?
Taste the meatballs.
You do know that Riverdale was founded with maple syrup industry.
Here in Riverdale?
Dilton Doily plays with guns. Big one, Betty.
Sardonic humor is just my way of relating to the world.
Everyone knows how much I loved my brother.
Exactly.
If we go in there with the entire Scooby Gang, forget it. We're compromised.
War is hell, Chug.
No, Archie. Hell is other people.
Out of the 4 of us, only you and Archie haven't kissed.
Fascinating.
I'm gonna go get a buddy. Do you want anything?
Glass of milk would be great.
Alice?
Is it true what they say about men who have just been released from prison, Ethel?
The Coopers are one of the most respected families in Riverdale.
Take your male gaze and your male privilege and get out of the women's locker room.
Happy birthday, dear Chughead.
Last night was
A PG-13 grope session.
Color me shocked. Archie Andrews, is that why you became a mediocre musician overnight?
I'm not interested in being anybody's rebound. Besides, I'm more into girls anyways. And all this time I thought you were a lover, not a fighter.
both. I've got layers.
And it'll be a cold day in hell before a snake lets a pig tell him what to do.
Chapter 37. Season 3, Episode 2. Fortune and Men's Eyes.
And men's abs.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I didn't have that written down. That was not prepared.
So, first day of school for Archie in the Leopold and Loeb Detention Center. He's got butterflies in his stomach. They throw powder at him. Hose him off and throw powder at his abs.
When that happened, I thought I would love for a character to, anytime for the rest of the show's run, that Archie takes his shirt off. Somebody just runs up and throws powder on him.
That'd be great.
Stop it, Archie. Stop. It's like spraying a cat with a water bottle.
Yeah.
Like, you stop it.
You stop taking your shirt off. Warden wants to see him.
But again, what year? I assume they don't still do that.
Throw powder at you?
I haven't been to lockup or anything. But
exactly, you have no idea.
You don't know
who do we know that's been in jails?
First and last name.
Yeah. Yeah. Who do you know from your past that you've been wanting to see? Okay, so we're in the warden's office. Does this matter? There's a thing hanging on the wall just from something that says, "When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I alone beweep my outcast state." Besides being the title of the episode.
And being direct
Shakespeare.
rip-off of
Shakespeare.
Shawshank. United States of America.
It means you have no one to blame for yourself but yourself. Okay. He mentions, I heard you have an affinity for music. The warden tells Archie, so we're going to find out later what that means, even though it doesn't seem to matter. So we're back with dads, pops. Dylan just got off the phone with the warden. He's got a line on those thugs who gave false testimony against him. And Sheriff Keller's friends with the sheriff over in Shadow County. I don't remember hearing a Shadow County.
Well, Shadow Lake would obviously be in Shadow County.
It's in county, yeah, obviously. Veronica's still waiting tables. Slogan. Dr. Patel kept Betty overnight for observation. After her crazy baby fire flying seizures she had. Good old-fashioned stress. We'll do that to you.
So, for a big cliffhanger ending last episode, we kind of just
let it die.
Moved on to the next thing.
And she's like, I saw you guys throw Dagwood and Juniper in there. No! That was the hibachi. What are you talking about? Just had some people over from the farm. You hallucinated, had a seizure. Dilton died.
Yep.
I did not see that coming.
I was a little bit shocked.
Yeah.
Not a main character, but
still
a named, known character.
He just finally bled out from the stab wound. He stabbed himself in season 2.
That's what I was expecting. The coroner's report would be like, well, he died. Here's cause of death, but there's something weird here.
I just felt like we could have gotten so much more from Dilton.
Oh, yeah. What the hell did he grow his hair all out for? And start acting silly, and he's already died. Ben's in a coma. Sheriff Mineta wants everybody to keep things a hush-hush. Everybody's lips were blue.
Mm-hmm.
Chalices might have had poison in it. Wait a minute. You just had us drink some stuff. Okay. Animal bones were in a circle. The tree had markings on it. There was a winged totem with skull and branches. So was it murder, Jordan, or a suicide pact gone wrong?
Or a game gone right.
Exactly. That just sounds like they pulled off a great game night. Like full
commitment.
Playing it out. I lit that candle earlier. You gotta, if you don't have a candle lit, you are not playing right. Dilton was raving about the Gargoyle King. And then you gotta watch for this. Jughead took his hat off here. So we'll see if he got any more serious. Yeah. Maybe you and I should investigate this together. And she'll try to see if Dr. Curdle can get him into the coroner's office. So a reappearance of Dr. Curdle.
But it's Dr. Curdle Jr.
Yeah.
That was my biggest laugh maybe this show's whole run that the man had the name tag on that said Dr. Curdle Jr. on his name tag. That gave me so much joy.
Just don't want to get confused. Dr. Curdle's my dad. So Archie he's going to be bunking with Mad Dog.
Yep.
Who's doing some pull-ups.
Mad Dog's got a lot more stuff than anybody else does.
He's got books, got old-timey TV, little record player from the 50s, bottles of pop.
1950s pinup calendars.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, he still looks over Archie. Nice shoes, buddy. I'd keep them tied real tight. I'm like, that is what I want. Now we're getting somewhere.
Why is he's like sensible dog. He shouldn't be mad at him. He's giving good advice.
This guy, I'd seen him before. He's on that show on HBO that The Rock has called Ballers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, plays a football player on there. So Veronica wants to step in for Archie as student body president, keep a seat warm, but somebody already petitioned for that, and so of course we end up at HBIC locker. Cheryl's in there. Mm-hmm. She's going to lead us through these super dark times.
Well, is this the point where she's in the same underwear from last season?
Last season,
yeah.
She's rich, but she's not that rich. So she just throws them away every day. Good of you to notice that, Cliff. She had the same glowing red light in her locker.
Yeah, in all fairness, I noticed the glowing red light too. So,
yeah, if I recall, I took a shot in her locker last year, and it looked like it was like 6 feet deep. So yeah, Cheryl's got a point. When JFK was shot, Jackie O did not take his seat. LBJ did. Josie doesn't understand what they're talking about. So she really just needs it for a college application. Then we got Archie heading out in the yard with his kicks. Boy, everybody notices those babies. I wanted to see what everybody else was wearing. What the hell were they wearing that his shoes were so awesome?
This prison, man.
It is
they issue everyone a perfectly fitted t-shirt.
Right.
Which,
some of them have tanks.
Look like designer t-shirts, but they can't afford shoes.
Some of them have tanks. Some of them have their sleeves rolled up. I don't know. He goes over to the serpents and flashes his tat.
Sick tat, Archie.
One guy's like, yeah, I'm Slash. Your ink looks pretty fresh there.
Yeah, he wasn't fooling them at all. Skeeting it.
Well, especially Joaquin was there to call him on his bluff.
That was like, how much time did they spend on that last episode of Archie getting the tattoo? Here's what you have to do, Archie. Show him the tattoo and then do this. And he gets there, he's like, that's immediately shot down.
The ruse is up.
Oh, so this is permanent?
Yeah. Joaquin's been there since riot night.
Right.
He's trying to help Fangs. So he's in there. He said, you're going to have to earn our trust. See that goalie over there? Minding his own business? Doing nothing wrong at all, not bothering us. You're going to go shiv him. This is all going according to plan.
Even Shawshank Redemption, they gave Andy Dufresne a couple days.
Yeah.
Just, get settled.
Yeah, Archie's been there 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Go shiv this guy.
So don't worry about the guards. They're not going to say anything. Just go do it. We pay them. Not going to happen, bro.
I thought that was going to be Archie would pick it up and maybe pause a second and, be
right.
Who do you think we are, idiot? I thought it was a gag. We don't shiv people. That would be ridiculous. Nope.
No. So everybody starts whistling at him about his shoes. Catcalling him, basically. Then we see Dr. Curdle Jr. His father passed away. I don't know why or what. what happened. That guy was like, I am not going to be on the show anymore.
That contract was up.
Toxicology report revealed lethal levels of cyanide in Mr. Doyley's blood.
Toxicology report revealed lethal levels of cyanide in Mr. Doyley's blood. I surmise the surviving boy didn't drink enough to finish the job.
Dr. Curdle, if you had to guess, murder or suicide?
Well, the body did show signs of stress. 3 symbols carved out on his back. Runic, I'd say.
Would you mind if I got a shot of this?
And Ben just didn't drink enough, apparently, to die. Body does show signs of
So did they drink from the same cup?
No.
Or is there poison in both cups?
Well,
I don't know what...
we don't know the rules of the game yet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they threw... Yeah, we'll get there. We're gonna know the rules pretty soon. Okay, so there were some signs of stress to the body, they say, and then they show the body is deep carvings in his back of those symbols. So they're runic symbols, he'd say. He had some Fresh Ade blue lips, just like us now. Something familiar about this.
What caused the blue lips?
The cyanide was mixed into a sugary drink called Fresh Ade. Blueberry flavored. Something dimly familiar about this. But you asked me before if I thought this was murder or suicide. I'm not sure what it is, but...
It's darker than what happened to Jason Blossom.
Darker than what happened to
and
Jason
what
Blossom.
the Black Hood. It's the true face of evil.
True face
We're
of
looking
evil.
at here.
This is basically them turning the camera and saying,
True face of evil.
you thought season 1 and season 2 were dark. We're getting even further. Like, they're just telling us it's even darker this year, baby.
So then we see what the warden was referring to, the music room, and Archie's in there playing his guitar, and in come a bunch of ghoulies. And these guys are the ones that got in trouble from the drag race. They've been in here since then. So they're really mad.
Riverdale time, where every day is like dog's years.
Exactly.
These guys have been in prison for half their life.
That one guy's 37. So is Archie, though. So we just want your shoes. Don't touch his face. We need those shoes. Because they don't want, any obvious signs that they're beating the crap out of him. He's setting funny when Veronica shows up. He just is sore from working out. They have an amazing gym at Leopold and Loeb. He's wearing some flip-flops and socks, which is a big no-no. Even in prison. That's why everybody else wants the shoes, because you don't want to be ridiculous. Well, how's the speakeasy coming along?
Yeah, I was wondering myself. I was like, why ain't that thing open yet?
So
I thought Skeet was working there. Where's Skeet? He's over in Shantytown.
Betty's back in the blue and gold offices, and she is calling the hospital to check on her friend. Benjamin Button is his name. We've got a curious case of Benjamin Button on our hands. What does this have to do? Is this guy aging backwards? Or is that just...
It's a Riverdale mystery right there.
Ugh. And then out creeps... Eleanor, is that her name? Eleanor Ever Never?
Evelyn
Ever Never.
First, I thought that was Max from Stranger Things. For
it does
kind of
look like her.
I was like, oh, is that? Oh,
she does look very similar.
Yeah.
So, her dad's Edgar Ever Never. Anyway, I go to school here now. I like the way she said that. Just like, here, we're not gonna. Let's cut through the crap here. Anyway, I go to school here now. Let's skip the rest.
Yeah. Logistics are not important.
And I'm not going to tell anybody about your seizure because I was there and we were having a cookout. Okay, then Moose is at his locker and he's got his locker open and I'm looking, I zoomed in. Okay. He's got an old timey truck he likes. Got some Pops punch cards. He's got one more he gets a free malted. He's got the... Oh, wait a minute. can't read that. That looks like something. Okay, and then he's got his ROTC thing on there, so we're about to find out that means ROTC. That's right. He's got his Bulldogs football schedule. Okay. Boom. Door shuts. Kevin plants one on him. Gets the Keller special. Dude, what are you doing? What we've been doing all summer. Moose. Let's go to the boiler room. The boiler room. His dad's right over there, though. He's got his arms out like he's showing Mr. Weatherby how big something is. So, I don't know what... Maybe the boiler room's already going to be busy. RROTC, Riverdale. ROTC. Because that's what that's... And he's got to sign up. His dad's making him sign up. So, you're going to have to take it easy around school, Kev. Then we got some vixens, I guess. Cheryl and some oddball vixens. Who are these chicks?
No. It's Reserve Officers Training Corps. ROTC.
Yeah, that's true.
My daughter asked me.
Correct. I was testing you.
My daughter asked me the other night when we watched it, and I didn't know. I forgot to look it up. Yeah, I'm
glad that you want to teach me and not Carly. Yeah, okay, so anyway, Cheryl goes to Pops, and she's got a bunch of girls with her I don't remember seeing before.
Yeah, I don't know who they are.
Oh,
well, they're just
you look here now.
I'm sure.
I'll have a cherry phosphate and curly fries. Girls?
I don't work at Pops, Cheryl. I own it.
Veronica's just mad because
you're no longer welcome here.
They're prettier than she is.
You can't discriminate against someone because they're better looking than you.
Cheryl, you're acting like trash, and I don't want to get a citation.
Vixens, leave us be.
That's what she says. Vixens, leave us be. Gotta have a meeting. So,
what are you really mad about? Because it can't be that I'm making a play for student body president.
Actually, Cheryl, that's exactly why I'm mad. I made a promise to Archie that when he gets out, I'll have everything in place waiting for him. And that includes this stupid presidency.
Just a suggestion, but maybe you should channel that rage into something more productive, like getting your boyfriend sprung. There's an organization called the Innocence Project. I looked into it when I was accused of JJ's murder. Maybe you should check it out. A little food for thought. Speaking of food, cancel my order. I'm going to TGI Thursdays.
There's an Innocence Project that Cheryl suggests because she's kind of a helper now. She used it to look into JJ's murder, but she's still leaving and going to TGI Thursdays.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Cheryl. This is darker than Jason. We're past Jason.
That's right. So they go visit the Buttons at the hospital. So Bughead's in there, and Ben hasn't woke up. He's an odd duck, says his mom. Especially after his piano teacher was murdered.
In case you forgot.
And then we notice a little thing, a little totem hanging from the doorknob. He's been having these horrible nightmares. Well, do you know how this got here? Some nice girl left it. And you were like, oh yeah, that looks totally not creepy. And he suddenly started having nightmares afterwards. I don't remember her name. She had a bow in her hair. Who had the bow in her hair? Oh, is it Ethel?
Barbethel.
Yeah.
Ethel.
It's Princess Barbethelene. And then Sheriff Minetta shows up. This is a murder investigation. Get the hell out of here.
That guy, I know he's a crooked cop, but like he does handle these teenagers a little better than the last guy.
Right.
Where he's like, you should be doing this.
Yeah. He doesn't spend a lot of time arguing with them.
Yeah.
He's just like, no.
And sharing evidence and like telling them, the next step in the investigation.
Well, and as you say that, then immediately right in front of them, another cop shows up. And Adventure Scout's parents called. He's been missing for days. So now we got a missing kid. And he was part of a particular troop, Dilton Doilies. Which we knew that was going to be a thing. So Rat Lodge, and she's Veronica's trying to get her mom to help her out to get the Innocence Project. Then we go see Barbethel, and she Jughead shows her the totem, and she says
that was to protect him.
She made the talisman to protect Ben.
Is Hot Topic selling those yet?
I don't know. I'd like to have a little keychain one or something.
I'm totally hanging one in your doorknob over there. He's her boyfriend. Ben's her boyfriend.
He was Chick's boyfriend too.
He's a lot of people's boyfriend.
Princess Chickaline.
We don't remember ever seeing them together. Well, they spent all the summer where? In the bunker.
In the bunker. I felt totally ripped off.
Like, yeah. Dilton's got a secret bunker in the woods, basically. It's their secret spot. It's their special spot. You know, Kev and Moose have the boiler room, and Princess Barbetheline and Benjamin Button have the bunker. As you do. So she says, I'll show you where it's at if you guys know where Fox Footbridge is. Well, we know where Fox Forest is.
Oh, yeah.
You go running there at night.
Yeah.
So apparently the ghoulies really like sneakers. And because he wouldn't shove a ghoulie, they took his sneakers. Well, Mad Dog's telling him, you're an animal in a cage. You're not a ghoulie. You're not a serpent.
Prison does something to you after you've been here 2 days. Mm-hmm. You can't go back.
That's right. And trust me, you don't want to get tapped. Yeah, so we didn't know what the hell that was about at the time, but we do now. So just be an animal before they kill you like one. So then we're back at the Coopers, and Skeet and Phallus, sorry.
Get it right.
Sheriff Bonetta called, and he called both of them. Said you've been snooping around Ben Button's room at the hospital. And Jughead, the voice of reason, is like, Dad, you were there when Dilton came asking for help. It's like you're acting like you don't know what's going on. Boy, you don't owe him anything. And Betty, you're going to have another seizure. And she never told Jug. Oh my gosh. And anyway. So then this time, now this is where we got to get into some stuff. This is where we begin conspiracy here with that off-air conspiracy. We got Reg comes with Veronica to the prison. Now, is this the beginnings of their off-screen romance?
This is how it worked for Betty and Jughead. You know, they were...
So give us the scoop. The actor behind the scenes, the actors are canoodling.
Yeah, Cami Mendez, I showed you guys.
I don't know any of their real names.
Okay. Yeah. Veronica.
Okay, thank you.
That's her. Yeah, he knows her better. He's already got a nickname for her, Cami.
Yeah, her Instagram I shared with you guys the other day had a suspicious looking
fellow.
Yeah.
Some longer black hair. It's grown out. I thought, is that Dilton? Nope.
Pretty sure it was the guy that plays Reggie. So the big rumor going around is that they are now a couple, Veronica and Reggie, which is, you know, if you know the comic books.
I was going to say, these last couple episodes, he's been more of a part.
Right. Yeah.
Which Reggie is in
a lot of the
5 or 6 of the comics.
Right.
You know,
he needs to be more involved.
Yeah,
really, his character in the show, though, is not much like he was in the comics.
No.
But,
yeah, he was like, a rich kid, kind of rival.
Yeah, he was,
for Veronica.
Right. But, yeah, he needs to be in there. He needs to be I'm assuming that they're going to eventually turn into some sort of love.
Yeah, with Archie gone.
Yeah.
She turns to him
it's
for
obviously
going
to happen.
He never has a shirt on, so.
Yeah, he's got, well, there's things to move.
That's right.
There's things to move. Reggie helped her pick out some new kicks for Archie. Guess what color they are?
Bulldog.
Bulldog blue and gold, man. They'll be perfect for your triumphant strut out of here. You know what sucks, though? He could have worn those to the pep rally. Oh. Dogs are doing good, especially with Moose anchoring the O-line.
So the timeline here, I'm all, like I said, it never makes sense, but I don't know how long he's been in prison. They're implying time has passed.
Yes.
But I said I think Veronica has 3 prison visits.
That's a lot.
In this episode.
Every Wednesday,
Cheryl takes 2 showers and changes clothes twice in the locker room.
Yeah.
So this is, I don't know how much time has passed, but it seems
I'm
like
assuming
a lot.
weeks, several weeks. Reg says that the dude is a straight beast. Well, actually, he may not be. Totally straight beast. So we get another shot of Archie hitting the yard, only this time, and his Riverdale kicks. Joaquin, it's your boy. He's got a death wish. I want to live, Archie says. Come with Archie if you want to live. We can't be shivving each other in the freaking yard. If we weren't here, he points out, we would be in high school. That's worth pointing out. All of these adult men that are there right there, they'd be in high school.
How old is Joaquin? Do we know?
I don't know.
I don't really
have to be under 18 if he's a
juvie.
juvie.
Exactly, yeah. We'd be joining clubs, trying out for sports. Well, the one dude jumps in and says, I dropped out in the 4th grade. To run drugs to support my Nana. I mean, come on. Of course you did. You haven't known triumphs and defeats. The epic highs and lows of high school football.
And with one amazing speech, Archie solves the complex prison problem in America.
Right. The equation, how do we get this prison scene to start leaning towards the longest yard? At least for one afternoon, when all of us can play a game. To remind them we're not animals. We'll mix it up for a clean game. Or 4th grade guy says, we'll gut you like a fish and take your shoes. MVP wins these new Zips. Remember Zips?
Mm-mm.
There was a commercial. Zips? You remember that, Jordan?
I don't remember
Zips. I'm older than you guys, of course. The Zips were shoes. I never had any, but they showed a kid getting them and then zipping through the yard so fast. Did you ever used to get new shoes when you were a kid, put them on and run around the house, see if you were faster?
Oh, yeah, you were always faster.
I was never allowed to wear new shoes.
You always got
you got Justin
shoes. These are your new shoes. Why do they say those are your initials? Just don't worry.
Why are they the wrong size?
No, I'd get new shoes like for Christmas or birthday or something, and I'd come out wearing them. Why do you have those on? Those are brand new. It's like, well, because they're my shoes. Don't wear those.
It's winter.
You had to keep them. Keep them nice.
Keep
them
those
safe.
for prison.
That's right.
Yeah, that could be. She was training me for.
You got to have lots of shoes. So you're supposed to save all those shoes.
Tie them
extra
tight
for prison. Tie them tight. Alice comes in to offer Betty some tea before bed, as long as it's not weird tea from the farm.
Oolong.
So then Betty sneaks out. So her and Jug go in the woods. They're going to meet at the Fox whatever bridge. There's some twigs creaking. We get a low snarl, and then we get that ugly Gargoyle King thing with a. I mean, look at that picture.
Yeah,
it was very brief, but ugh.
Yeah,
it was ugly. It was ugly, guys. Trust us.
Straight out of Greendale.
Okay, run. They took off. Wait, I got pictures of Michael parked in front of his house and he's supposed to be working. Okay, now we're back to it. All right. We got a sketch on some graph paper. Yep, that's the thing we saw. That behold the Gargoyle King. Luckily it doesn't run very fast, so it was too tall to be Ethel, they decided. So it definitely wasn't her.
Well, it didn't have a bow on it.
Well, unless she was on stilts. They did say it could have been her on stilts. Is there anything? So wait a minute. So is this the part where we're supposed to? Is this our Black Hood? We're supposed to wonder who is dressed up like a gargoyle king?
I assumed as much. Yeah.
Is it Dilton?
Dilton dead.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not ruling anybody out.
Hey,
It would make more sense, actually, since I think it might be on stilts. This is when I think it's Tall Boy. It's right in the name.
I thought they killed Tall Boy.
Whatever. They killed a lot of people.
Maybe it's
okay,
trendy.
so they decide they should have checked the map in the first place, and they get the map out. Well, yeah, this is right where I found Ben and Dilton. This is the footbridge where Ethel wanted us to meet. And okay, so they were researching symbols, and then there's the hatch. Okay, so right around the deadfall, they're gonna go look for that. So anyway, they're gonna have a football game. It's fully sanctioned. Everyone wants it. Ghoulies, serpents. Everyone wants to feel free. And man, if there was ever a group of guys that needed a pep rally.
Why does the warden just place money on football games? It seems like bloodlust.
Wait a minute. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He could just be betting on the games rather than...
People would not care. There's football games every day. There's not people bare knuckle fighting.
Drain swimming pool.
Right. So back in the locker room, yep. Veronica needs, she's going to let Cheryl be the prez, but she needs her to grab the Vixens because she's got a special project.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get some people's spirits up. Kev goes to Pops, and we get Dolores. Have we met Dolores? Nobody cares.
I don't remember.
It's a new character.
All I can think of is Westworld.
A now named character named Dolores that just working at Pops. You don't see that very often that they name somebody. Moose comes walking in in his RROTC uniform, and Kev's like, "Hey, handsome, what's going on?" Shut the hell up, man. Be quiet. Are you ashamed of me?
Yeah,
Moose?
I don't know how many hints Kevin needs.
He's oblivious.
Moose is not reciprocating.
He's going to be running around in Fox Forest before long. The guys are working out in Mad Dog and Archie's cell. Mad Dog had a mom and a little brother and a girl, Liz. They used to come visit him, and then they weren't allowed anymore because of the warden. So they were banned, and it's for his own good, he said. That's not right. They're going to transfer him out, and he's going to spend the next 20 years somewhere else. And Archie is not having it. He's like, don't let him take it away from you. So they take Mad Dog out. Meanwhile, Jughead and Betty go down to Dilton's hardcore bunker. There's a whole bunch of those talismans hanging everywhere in there. They go back, and they've just left their Gryphons and Gargoyles stuff just laying everywhere. It's a real mess. I was not happy about it. So, yeah, they're looking around. He's got the box. He's pulling the little miniatures out, and it's got a little sand timer. And I swear it's got serpent cards in it.
Yeah, I saw some on the table, yeah.
Yeah, I'm zooming in here. Yep. It's a big mess here. Gargoyle scribblings on the walls, pictures. He also featured prominently on this copper coin. He holds it up, and it's a copper coin with a griffin and a gargoyle on each side. Drink from the correct cup, says the poster, and ascend to the kingdom. And they've got cyanide, a big bottle of cyanide sitting there. No Mr. Yuck sticker. It's all part of that stupid game they're playing. So it was suicide or something more insidious. And then guess who pops out from under the bed? The missing scout, adventure scout. He's eating a can of beans. His face is green. I don't know what's going on. He's waiting for Master Doily to come back. Master Doily. So that proves that there's literally no title you can put in front of Doily and make it sound cool. Kid, haven't you heard? He is dead. So you were playing this Gryphons and Gargoyles? Well, yeah, I was his apprentice. He was learning how to play. He was eventually going to be able to play. And Ben Button was with Princess Barbethaline, but they weren't dating in real life, only in the game. And she warned him that 2 enemies would invade the bunker. Well, guess what? They're the 2 enemies. But got a football game out at the prison. Archie gets knocked on his butt. Not so fun without pads, is it, Jordan?
Who the hell is that? It's my girl.
It's about to get a whole lot better. Some jailbait rock. Is that what you call it? The Vixens show up. Josie starts singing.
Fully choreographed.
Oh, yeah.
We got songs, we got singing, we got dancing.
It's a whole routine.
Well, what's super rude about it is they barely get one verse into it, and the guys just go right back to playing football. They go back. Meanwhile, the song's still going on. Hiram shows up. He comes. He knows the warden. He's going to come watch the game.
That's why I thought Hiram would be disappointed they weren't wrestling. I came to get some wrestling in, guys.
So then they say, "Stop the riot!" Oh, because Hiram gave the nod. It's time. They nod all around him and go lightly.
Wow, Veronica.
Yeah, well,
and a whole group of witnesses are there.
Yeah, that seemed really dumb.
He's just not a good criminal.
So Archie starts whipping all these guards. He's just knocking guys out left and right. So showing how good of a fighter he is. So Mad Dog's out and you're in. He died. Mad Dog died, of course. He died.
Mad Dog died on his way back to his home planet.
So Veronica's like, well, now I'm not allowed at the prison anymore because I got banned. And Cheryl's like, well, duh. Like when I went on my iconic road trip to California with Tony Topaz, Reggie got his fake IDs. Why don't you ask Reggie? Just look for the guy with his shirt off. So they Bughead go and talk to Princess Barbethaline. That's her name for now on. They're like, you weren't really dating Ben. Sure we were. We're in love. No, you're role playing. You don't get it. It was more real than you Philistines will ever understand. They can't talk to any grown-ups. Don't take me to the cops. Can't talk to grown-ups, or he is going to get very angry. Look at what happened to Dilton. So she starts going in. She puts her hand up in this weird claw and has a seizure. And
I thought she was throwing fangs for a
second. For a second it was fangs, but it was more of a gargoyle. There's a gargoyle sign, apparently.
Oh, man.
She starts having a seizure. And
brush up on my Riverdale gang signs.
And who's off to the side? Evelyn, never. Should have known. So Veronica just puts on a blonde wig and a polka dot scarf and goes to the prison, and nobody knows any better. Her name's Monica Posh. She's with the Innocence Project. So, guess what? Guess who's joining the RROTC? Old Kev. He's got his uniform on, so we'll see where that goes. Warden comes see Archie because he caused a commotion in his yard. You single-handedly put a bunch of guys in the infirmary. Mad Dog died, of course, but you impressed me. You did not die. And now
way to go.
He gives him a tap. You've been tapped.
You had 180 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns.
Did not die. You're going to be my new Mad Dog. Last one died, did I mention. Then we get a strange meeting that I was not expecting. Led by Mayor Lodge.
This is what I'm most hyped for.
So who's in the room here? We have
everybody.
Mayor Lodge, ex-Mayor McCoy, ex-Sheriff Keller. We have Mr. Lodge. We've got Cheryl's mom, whatever the hell her name was, Red Light
Penelope.
Red Light Penelope. We got Dylan. And we got Phallus. Sorry, Senior Archie. And some of them are sworn enemies, but they made a vow in high school.
Those high school vows
and they
are
could
never
lead
to be
back
broken.
to them.
To never talk about what nerds they were.
Yes,
playing
that's what we found out. That they were big nerds that played G&G.
So they invented it?
I don't know about that.
It seems like I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't get that they invented it, but they.
That's what when it first started. Their talk. I forget what words they used, but I was under the impression like, oh, this is something we made up in Riverdale. And the next episode where they're handing out the instruction book, they have UPC codes on them. So I'm like, this is obviously a mass-produced thing.
Well, FP's FP
we made a pact to never revisit that night.
Yeah, FP's like, how many copies are there of this?
Yeah, I don't know.
That is weird.
Well, they made like this whole thing in the 80s was, I remember playing D&D back then, and it was like, oh my gosh,
the satanic panic.
Yeah, they had the guy, this college kid that went to Michigan State, disappeared, and they went in his room and found that he had some D&D among everything else in his room, but that's what they locked on, and there was maps in it, so the investigator was all gung-ho about it, and they went in the sewers underneath the city looking for him, and ended up finding he just didn't...
In his bunker.
Yeah.
He was in his bunker.
He was just in his bunker drinking Fresh Ade. Innocently.
Yeah.
A bunch of candles. No
need to call Tipper Gore in.
Right.
I mean, come on.
He just left because he hated school. So whatever. Anyway. Remember that movie Mazes and Monsters with Tom Hanks? He went crazy from playing Mazes and Monsters. This was probably his first movie.
Wow.
It was a TV movie, yeah. Anyway,
that's definitely ingrained in the history of D&D. Parents don't understand this dark.
Oh yeah, I had some of them.
But now the parents are the parents.
Yeah,
they understand all too well.
Right, I make my kid play. I'm like, drink this. So
how many parents? Their class could have been huge, but half of them died.
Right.
Yeah. Half of them drank the wrong cup years ago.
They go to the hospital. We're in ICU and with the window open because there's lots of windows directly to the outside in ICU. Sorry. Ben Button's in the window. He's going to be with Dilton now.
Yep.
They both flipped the coin. He was scared to ascend, but I'm not. He's not going to ascend. I saw. he went
the opposite.
What about Princess Barbethely? It's all part of his plan. You'll fly too, he said. That's very it. And he falls out the window and apparently on a car with alarms because it started getting really loud. And that was the end of that episode.
Poor Ben. Who's going to work at the Bijou now? Chick's gone. Ben's gone. Lock it up.
So yeah, we're mashing up Shawshank Redemption, It, Longest Yard.
Yeah, we got it all.
We're wearing all these
Mazes and Monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, we have everything. Chapter 38. As Above, So Below. What's that? Is that a movie?
That's a pretty recent one. It's like something underneath Paris. There's all these abandoned catacombs or something. It's a horror movie.
I don't know that one.
It's from like 2014 or something.
Yeah, I'm not a big horror guy. So your time passage. We see the warden comes to talk to Archie, but he says, you learned your lesson? Well, we're going to let you sit in here another week. And it's been like 3 weeks he's been in there. So 3 weeks have passed since the last episode. So time is trucking along. We gotta get this guy.
Archie's been in the hole the whole time.
We're also mashing up Luke Cage, I guess, if we're
that's
turning Archie into a Street Fighter.
Can't wait till he gets superpowers. Bulletproof Archie. That's what the abs are all about.
So then
Sweet
we get
Christmas.
So we get some phallus in bed at the trailer park or whatever.
This feels right, doesn't it? I'm glad the farm opened you up to the possibility of us.
Yeah.
I knew that was a spoiler because I got a message.
Yeah,
all caps.
sorry.
Oh yeah, from Cliff. Yeah. Oh yeah, I knew that was coming. Phallus! Oh my god. He's got FP's got a James Dean Rebel Without a Cause poster in his room. Apparently a codex. There's like something laying on the counter that looks to me like Da Vinci Code. But we get a close up. He's sporting the jelly bean tat. I'm like, that's great.
Yeah,
he's just glad that the farm opened her up to these possibilities.
Oh, that's true.
So the farm isn't all bad.
No.
It's been 3 weeks, he says, and no more suicides.
What are you thinking about, Alice?
It's been 3 weeks. No more suicides.
No more blue lips.
No more blue lips.
As far as the town's concerned, just two boys taking their own lives for whatever reason. Well, sounds fine then. That happens all the time. If you don't die in a football game riot or something else, you're going to go for whatever reason.
Jughead and Betty on the case.
But they're a little worried because Jughead and Betty are on the case. And they know their kids.
Betty,
let up.
What are you thinking about?
Betty, what are you thinking about? They're down there in their bunker.
Yeah, they've just sort of
squatters'
rights. They've just taken Dilton's bunker from him.
Who else would want
it? It's the Bughead bunker.
The Bughead bunker. I like it. No, Lily, I shared a tweet Lily Reinhart had put out as they were. Many of the actors will live tweet as the show airs, and she was like, put up, a picture of FP and Alice in that bed and said something like, "Oh, I've been in that bed too, Mom," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh nice. My gosh,
we got to do it in the bunker now."
Ben's death haunts me.
The funny thing was, Ben didn't scream.
He didn't scream
when he fell out the window.
It's because he ascended.
And they said that's one of the rules of the game. I'm like, what?
Of Gryphons and Gargoyles.
Betty, that's what we're missing. There's no
I'm gonna
rule
need to see
book.
this rule book.
There's
You
no
can't
players
scream
manual.
when you
But
fall
if that's
out
the
the
key to
window.
all this, the way that Ethel, Ben, and Dilton talk about it is like a religion.
Yeah, or a cult.
And every cult has its king.
That's what we're missing is the rule book. So we got to find a player's manual. What if there's no player's manual? And I have a stack of books sitting there on the coffee table that begs to differ. There is going to be a player's manual. I said out loud as I was watching it. Or this is a bunch of hooey. They talk about it like it's a religion or a cult. Every cult has its king. Well, boom. This is your first clue right here. Every cult has its king. Boom. Next scene. The warden is up over the desk yelling at Fred. Yeah, this is my hot take, by the way. The warden is the king, the gargoyle king.
Well, I thought maybe it was Edgar.
Yeah, I did too.
Well, that's what they want you to think.
Do we think we're tying all three stories
yes.
together?
Oh, yeah. It's all tied together, Jordan. Okay. Come on. Try to keep up. It's all tied together. Obviously, Edgar Evernever is the red herring, and the Gargoyle King is the warden. So he's talking to Senior Archie. You can't see him, Your son's quite a firebrand. He started a riot. A guy died. A dog was killed. It's very serious. It's like, well, you're going to hear from my lawyer.
I feel like Luke Perry has finally kind of embraced Riverdale a little bit. He always seemed like the first year and a half or so, he was always kind of, when they would do press and stuff like that, he was never really around. And I'm seeing him more and more on their social media and stuff, and he seems more accepting that he's back on a teen show again.
Yeah, you better be begging for it.
I'd be out there making Sharknadoes with Ian's earring.
That's right. So Veronica's up to her eyebrows and bills. Pops is hemorrhaging money.
How far that speakeasy open?
Yeah, how far along's this freaking speakeasy? Says Betty. Gosh. She's not having it. Well, it's been ready for a while. She just wanted Archie to be there. Well, she wanted him to be there to dance with her. And Betty says, "Open the damn speakeasy." So there's going to be.
I saw somebody comment this week that Betty, like, she has upped her reaction game.
Oh my gosh, she had a lot to react to this episode.
Is like, she's a human gift machine.
Yes.
Anyway, eye rolling and just, you know, the way she
emotes.
I guarantee she has to do like all kinds of like cold therapy things to, like, you know, give her muscles in her face a rest. Rebuild blood vessels because her eyes are going to bug out. It's going to be a strict dress code at the speakeasy, by the way. Hey, Ethel's back. She's in the halls of the school. Look at her. And she's talking to that weirdo girl who's connected to the farm. It's the Ever Never lady. So, who are we going to start with? Well, last time we talked to Ethel, she had a seizure. But we'll try it anyway. Then we go to Pops. In comes Josie. He's like, go to the phone, dial 642. So Kev.
This was way too complicated.
Kev goes in, dial 642. What's the password? Stonewall. Close enough. I don't know what was Stonewall. What would I miss?
Stonewall, the famous gay rights, the riot at the Stonewall bar.
Oh man, that was totally lost on me. Reggie lets him in. They go down real nice. Speakeasy's been ready for a while. I died and went to Candor and Ebb Heaven. I just left that to you. What the hell's that?
I have no idea.
It's got to be just designers or something.
That's out of my
old timing.
It's out of my range.
So they named it a terrible name, La Bonne Nuit, and that's not exciting. That's no good. She hired serpents from the White Worm to serve drinks. Mocktails. Only mocktails. There will not be alcoholic beverages here. Oh, that's what we were drinking. Those mocktails. We're not in the business of corrupting minors. Josie, we're going to need some star power. Do you know anybody? Okay, no? Well, then you can do it.
Yeah. Josie's reaction here was priceless, where she's like, oh, you want me to sing? Like, she was so shocked.
That's crazy.
That someone wants Josie to sing a song. He's like, really? Me? Sing a song?
Sing a song. So you can be the resident chanteuse. She's been trying to find her solo sound anyway. So
she's been working on it for weeks now.
Kev, you want to MC? Sure, as long as I can sing too. Okay, whatever, Kev. Everybody thinks they can sing. Penny Peabody's upstairs making some threats, you know, because she already knows there's a speakeasy downstairs, and guess what? We're going to cause you trouble if you don't pay us. Well, forget it. Then we got the warden. They're going to throw a bag over Archie's head, take him down to the fighting ring. Of course, the pit. It's the pit. Joaquin had to step in because Archie did not take Mad Dog's job when he was tapped. So Joaquin is getting the beat out of him.
And of course, ever the good guy, Archie can't let someone else suffer.
No. You say that with such disdain. Oh, freaking ever the great guy, Archie. Let Joaquin go down. He's a ghoulie. He wanted you to shift someone a little while ago. Anyway, he's going to end up on life support in the infirmary because I'm sure that the infirmary has life support measures. Mad Dog died in a riot he wasn't even in. So then we find another little courtyard that now Archie has moved up into, and he gets to meet the rest of the team. We got Baby T.
You don't start with Baby T.
I know.
You never start with Baby
literally,
T.
I stopped at that moment. I was like, I'll get my list ready because if we are starting with Baby T, it's going to be so great by the time we're done. And
it was all downhill from Baby T.
I was like, why would you do that? That's so.
You ascend to Baby T.
We need to consult on this show. It's like at least to tell them the order to put this stuff on. Baby Teeth. You know why they call him that? They may not look like much, but they leave a mark. I was loving this. I was like, I can't wait to read everybody else. That's Thumper and Peter. I was like, what is this? Bambi?
Yeah.
Okay. Better start hitting the bag, Archie. Before Captain comes over. He tells him how it works. They sell tickets. Everyone profits except them. They do get some perks. Well, I can't wait to find out what the perks are. It's going to be great. President Blossom and First Lady Topaz, says Veronica in the student lounge.
Just the ladies I was looking for. President Blossom, First Lady Topaz, I need your help spreading the good word about my speakeasy.
Go on.
In exchange for promoting La Bonne Nuit, I'm offering you no cover and free drinks all night.
Well. Heavy cardstock and valet parking.
You don't take the subway to the Met Gala. Hand them out at your discretion. Oh, and Sweet Pea and Fang should definitely be in attendance.
She wants them to promote the speakeasy on Instagram. I'm sure Cliff will see those posts.
But that's how you work her vanity as like, we need you your influence.
I bet there is a Instagram account that they're doing the promotions for the speakeasy on. If that would be smart. They want to do some what do they call that?
I'd rather read Baby Teeth's Instagram.
Yes, exactly. It's just shots of marks from him biting people. Oh my gosh. They get no cover and free drinks. Free non-alcoholic drinks all night. Whoop-de-doo. How much is that bottle of blue Gatorade you bought?
$1.69.
It's worth it. Well. Heavy card stock invitations, valet parking. Don't take the subway to the Met Gala. Oh, and Sweet Pea and Fangs should definitely be there. Why?
Life of the party.
Yeah, I guess. I don't remember them doing anything special there. So we go meet Princess Barbethline, and she's eating lunch alone in the chemistry lab, which seems not... You don't eat in the lab. I work in a lab. You don't eat in there. It's ridiculous. Well, the doctors put her on medication. She's having seizures multiple times a day. And she wants to know if... Betty wants to know if she had any visions. Well, no. But she's been friends with Evelyn Ever for a while, and she's the best. And she wants her to titrate down her meds. And, you know, how long you known her? Well, she's got a support group and that Principal Weatherby said she could start. It's like a little...
Because she's been at this school for 2 days.
Right. Well, yeah. She goes to this school now. That's all that matters. And it's kind of a little farm project there. So, Jughead says, well, Ben mentioned reuniting with Dilton in the Kingdom. 2 people have died playing this freaking game. Oh, wait, he says Gryphons Gargoyles. That's where she corrects him. G&G. I was like, oh. So, this is a crazy question. Do you have a rule book or player's manual? You mean the scripture? I can't tell you about that, obviously. You haven't earned the privilege, and you're definitely not worthy of the King's scripture yet. And he begs to be worthy. Well, you're going to have to go meet me in the bunker, but just you, because Betty, you'll never be worthy. No matter how hard you try. Jordan's doing the snap around. You will never be. And the look on her face was just like, oh, give me a break. It was a good expression. Just like, oh, yeah. Well, you're on Ethel Muggs detail. It's like, I need some... Yeah, she's like, I need some serious peer support. She's going to go to the farm. So.
I mean, before the season, Ethel was like normal. Wasn't she?
Not last season.
I thought she was. Like, she was throwing milkshakes and stuff, but, you know, she had good reason for it.
Did she?
I thought so.
What did you ask that stupid thing?
I don't know. Alexa's going crazy over
It's
there.
Echo now.
Oh.
So it must be too close to... Echo! Stop!
Like it was telling you the history of Barbethaline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Telling us the rules to Gryphons and Gargoyles.
So anyway, we're down in the speakeasy.
Jump out the window.
In comes Reggie with his shirt off, carrying some boxes of contraband.
The dress code does not apply to Reggie. He can just be randomly shirtless.
Thank you, Reginald. I like this screenshot. It's just Reggie holding up a bunch of pixie sticks. Dude! This is serious stash of jingle jangle. And Sheriff Minetta's upstairs. What do you know? Get rid of it. I'll stall. I wanted him to just start snorting pixie sticks.
Karen! Karen! They flushed it down the toilet!
That would be great. See, they tie into movies. They could have easily done that. Just had pixie dust everywhere. So Minetta kind of implies she needs to start donating to the sheriff's department or what. I don't know. She's not doing anything wrong. So they assume that Penny did this, and Minetta and Penny both work for her dad. So her dad's going to have a problem here pretty soon. So then we go to the farm meeting, and what does that say? Free pizza. Oh, free pizza. I guess I'll explain the pizza here in a minute. Evelyn shows up to greet Betty. Nobody else is there, but there's free pizza.
Which Betty turns down, which is very rude.
That is super rude.
And also suspicious. If you're going to try to blend in with the farm, you should at least try
Nobody turns down pizza.
Yeah.
So super suspicious. Yeah, I agree. She says she's still having convulsions, and Evelyn's talking about wanting to get Barbethel off her meds, which probably isn't a good idea. So she's lying, saying she's still having them all the time. So she wants to get the same treatment. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. We got Go Lightly and whatever the other cop are in the Archie's cell. Put another bag over his head. It's time to fight. Bell dings. He knocks the guy out. Well, some woman yells, "Come on!" Because there's a bunch of guys, ladies in there watching the prison fights. The juvenile detention center fights.
Which they try to explain it later, but how is Archie like a master combatant in hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah.
What does he ever do? He plays guitar, football, like he's got moves, he's ducking it, he's like floating like a butterfly.
He's getting in all those fights as a kid.
They vaguely explained it, like, oh, in 7th grade, man. He's ducking and weaving.
Well, whatever. Well, there's perks that come with winning. Winners get perks. What do you want? Have you ever heard of a place called Pops? To the winner goes the spoils. He's passing out burgers. But guess what? You can't end these fights so quick. Veronica heads down to the trailer park, yard, dump, whatever they're at. Ask the Serpettes there if they've seen Jughead. Because she's got a problem with his name scribbled all over it. Tony has stepped up her dressing up game because now that she's with Cheryl, she's like wearing nice outfits and stuff. They still have their leather jackets on now.
Can we talk about the recliner?
Okay, there's a super recliner. That's Jughead's chair. It's got a crown on it.
Does it? Okay,
yeah.
I knew the sides had serpents on it. So
yeah, there's serpents on the front of the arms.
Okay.
It's a black leather recliner, probably pleather recliner, and there's a golden crown on it where you put your head.
So if it's sitting outside in all weather, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah,
right.
It's all pleather.
So when Jughead isn't there, Cheryl.
And she's keeping the seat warm. I thought we discussed this. I like how they'll say something that sounds like they're just being symbolic, and then later they're doing exactly what they said. And there's a big, like, old-timey poster on a trailer there that's got Serpentina. You know?
Look like a carnival sideshow.
Yeah, right. Thing, So, she tells about possibly being blackmailed by him, and she says, Antoinette Topaz, you're speaking my language. we need to blackmail them back. So, well, she happens to know that the ghoulies are making jingle jangle in the basement.
I can't keep up with all Tony's nicknames.
Right.
Like sometimes, her full name's Antoinette, Tony, Topaz, Blowpaz, TT. I can't,
TT, yeah.
I can't keep up with it all.
Yeah. Well, we keep adding them too. So,
Tony. I mean, gosh.
So, well, luckily, guys, when she was a sophomore, she used to bartend at the White Worm, so she knows.
She knows the ins and outs of that place.
Secret ways in and out. So then we go there, and they sneak in to, I assume this was the song you were blasting us about the other night.
Oh, of course.
The jingle and the jangle.
The jingle and the jingle from the jangle, la da 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 da, sing, sing, sing.
So this is the song
yes.
from the old Archie cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the band The Archies, where Jingle Jangle took its name. We actually got it worked into the episode.
Yeah.
Very happy for that.
It only took
these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And while we're talking fashion, this appeared... It looked like Veronica's almost her same break-in outfit when she broke into the women's reformatory, whatever that was,
to get
minus
Cheryl.
The pearls.
Right.
She didn't have the pearls on that. This was a more casual break-in.
She had
but they were all in black.
Yeah.
And,
she got the boob window going.
Yeah. Cheryl's got her high boots on. Yeah. Yeah, and then I like this. Okay, so we're back in the bunker. And Jughead has to go meet Barbethel for the thing. There's candles like everywhere lit, and I was like, "That's how it is when you come play at my house."
I had that written. This is exactly how I imagine your game nights. In my head, this is exactly what I imagine.
It's so funny. I don't know whether Jesse watches Riverdale or not, but he came and played, and he's coming again this weekend. I was like, yeah, I literally had a candle there. It was like this. I assume this is what it seemed like to him. It was so hilarious. Anyway, welcome to your first game. So, the magical kingdom of Eldervale. Easy for you to say.
Wasn't she all like dressed up and stuff?
Yeah, she's got a crown on.
Okay,
and she's got pearls, and
she stole
mismatched
Ronnie's
stuff.
Pearls.
And the screen, the screen Dungeon Master?
Yeah,
What's
she's
that
got
called?
her screen. Yeah, I don't. Gargoyle Master. I don't know what they call it. But she asks him if he wants to be the Radiant King, the Arcane Invoker, or the Hellcaster.
Pretty simple choice.
Yeah, obviously the Hellcaster. Duh. Good choice. That was Ben's avatar. I was supposed to ascend with him. Yes, we heard. We know. He's your boyfriend in your brain. Then he betrayed me and finished the game with Dilton. Pick a quest card. It's a weird game. We cut away to the Coopers. Bunch of cars parked outside. Well, guess what? There's a farm meeting. And Evelyn said you were ready to join the farm, so have a seat. And you don't just get to meet Edgar. Ever, never, never. There are certain levels you need to attain first, so you got to meet a few farmies first. So you got to give your testimonies. Just a little conversation about all the bad things you've ever done in your life. No judging. We know about your dark kinship with your father, disposing the dead body in the kitchen also. And this is reaction central. This is where Betty is like giving googly eyes everywhere.
Left and right.
Yeah, she's just like, are you kidding me? They're like stares jabbing across the room. It's like, you told the farm about Chicken the Shady Man. It's all right. All these people are not going to say that.
Which
the wig, the webcamming, Evelyn's. Yeah, I know everything.
Which, if you've looked into Scientology at all, allegedly that's what they do.
Oh God, yes.
When you become a member, they learn everything about you.
They can use it against you
and to absolve you, but then can. So we're leaning into Scientology territory here.
If Edgar ever never turns out to be Tom Cruise,
that would be so awesome.
So the Riverdale equivalent of a Thetan be.
So Betty starts accusing her of being around there when people are having seizures, like her and Ethel, and they're playing a game called Gryphons and Gargoyles. Made Ben and Dilton kill themselves. For all we know, Edgar Evernever is the Gargoyle King. And then we find out.
Oh, did somebody say that?
Yeah.
Oh, then I guess it's not a good. That was not
It's
a great leap. It wasn't a great leap in logic for my. I've solved the case.
Yeah, no, that's not good. And Alice knows about the game, and she's like, "You know about Gryphons and Gargoyles, Betty? We're not here to talk about your mother's past. It's too soon. Betty's not ready." So back to the game. They're playing. You've crossed the old... Now this does sound like... This one line is more like roleplay. You have crossed the old footbridge to find 2 doors. Okay? You got... One is made of shimmering gold. The other is just plain old maple wood. Okay, so he says we're going with door number 2. Well picked, caster. You've entered a secret chamber. What? What is secret about it? There was 2 doors, and he picked the door. If you can see the door, it's not secret. I don't understand this game. What's the secret? You're standing in the middle of a circle composed of griffin bones.
We said no more circles. Dark, red, or otherwise.
That's right.
Or both.
We said no circle.
No more.
2 chalices set before you, and she shows him, and he's like...
See, that's quick.
Yeah.
That's like you're
Right
taking
away.
a rookie player right to the
that's
Right to cyanide.
Well, that just tells me right off, no matter what he picked, she was going to say that was what Ben was.
Yeah.
You have to kiss me. It's like, you have to drink this.
You think he'd have to kill some orcs or something to work his way up to poisoning himself?
Yeah, I would think. You wanted to prove your worthiness, so you got to drink from one of those sacred goblets. You want me to play Russian roulette with the fresh Ade? Is there poison in there? It's gargoyle blood, Hellcaster. That's what I had to yell at Jesse when we were playing. Quit saying that it's just pop. You have to drink it. Flip for your fate. She gives him the copper coin. He's like, will you give me the scripture? As the king is my witness. So he's like, whatever. He flips it. He gets Griffin. He picks that chalice. He drinks it. He's got blue lips, but he's okay. He gets the rule book, which is fine. But now, next step, he didn't know, or maybe he wouldn't have even drank this stuff. Now he has to kiss her. He's like, even more mad about that. It's like, okay, there was a chance I could die, but now you want me to live and kiss you? Oh my God, are you serious? It's in the scripture. Hellcaster kisses the princess or he doesn't get the treasure. This is why...
I'm thinking of like the comic book Jughead sitting there,
right,
and like trying to drink it. Like, we're not there yet. And he's like, because he's always eating and drinking. So it's like, I just imagine him trying to drink.
And he sure as heck would have tried like how to get out of there without kissing Ethel. And this is a good point. This just now makes me remember that connection. Like they were like a thing in the...
She kind of chased them around.
Right. Oh, that's kind of funny. So this is the only book that she's aware of. And Betty's going to lose her mind over this. Yeah, she loves books. She starts chugging the other chalice. And he calls 911. She's breathing crazy. Now,
they seem to act like poisoning yourself wins the game. Like you get to ascend. Like they, I don't. Again, the rules are hazy.
Yeah, this is pretty much exactly how what we play. So anyway, she's in the hospital. They got her the antidote in time.
How did they have an antidote?
I don't know. Well, they just tested her, knew what was wrong with her. She drank antifreeze or something. They know it's cyanide. So,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, cyanide.
There was a big bottle that said cyanide.
Exactly. I think they know what they needed to do. So she's chained to the bed. And
that's so she can't ascend.
Right. I'm surprised she's not floating off the bed. But she's real happy because the Hellcaster proved himself and he's worthy enough to spread the gospel. And the king isn't going to hurt anyone. So she finished her game. She's super happy about that. Now Veronica's talking to her dad, takes photographs over there, and basically says, "Oh yeah, well I'm blackmailing you," and he really can't say anything. She's got a point. She'll go to the FBI. You may own these cops, but you don't own everybody. So she's shaking him down. Meanwhile, we got...
it was $10,000 a month or a week?
It was a week in perpetuity.
Ooh.
The governor's hosting a fundraiser in Seaside, so the ward needs to go to that. And has a little talk with Archie about this single punch fights aren't going to do it, even though that fight was a 2-puncher. I don't know what he's talking about.
We need a show.
Yeah, we need a show. So tonight, your opponent should be in no trouble, but give us a show. Really big shoe. 5 or 6 rounds at least. That should fully sate the crowd's bloodlust. 11th grader.
Yes.
So then Archie talks to Ghost Senior Archie in his cell, because he can't visit yet. When you were little, yeah, you'd protect people, yada yada. You're going to know how to throw a punch when you get out of here. And that's how it happened. So then, Alice and Betty...
Yeah, I guess for a guy who can punch through ice with his bare hands...
Exactly.
I shouldn't be shocked he could knock out knock out a fellow 16-year-old.
That's true. Really...
He beat the hell out of that kid with 2 broken legs.
That's right.
History of violence. He's tough.
He's a fighter. She's like, "You're not going to meet Edgar." This is Alice talking to Betty. "They're never going to use this stuff against me." She's like, "Well, what do you know about this game? You're going to tell them, but you're not going to tell me." "Well, I trust them more than I trust you, Betty."
Ouch.
That's
cold.
It's gotta hurt.
But not unearned. Betty has...
Always taking their side.
But Betty has been working against her, Why would she trust Betty?
Playing Gargoyles advocate. So, speakeasy night. Ballet parking. Cheryl tosses him the keys. Goes in. Greeted by Kev. Posts pictures of Boss Lady on Instagram. Everybody's doing their job. Jughead and Betty show up. He hid the manual in the trailer, which we immediately knew, well, that was stupid, because obviously something's going to happen. Somebody's going to find the freaking manual.
I got a screenshot here of Thunder Alice and Boss Lady Cheryl.
Oh, same dress.
It's pretty close.
Wow.
Pretty close.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's why I like shows like this. I can look back to my high school years and think about all those fun times we had at the speakeasy.
Yeah. The good old days. Oh.
I would have been in the bunker playing the game.
Right.
I would not have been invited.
So my mom knows something about G&G Jug. So, and you still have Fresh Ade on your lips, Jordan. We got a problem topside, says Reg. And this is when Mr. Lodge shows up with Veronica's picture, which obviously, right, everybody's onto this, right?
Yeah, he hung a new picture of himself up.
Yeah, but isn't he planting this picture down there? It's got to have some sort of surveillance in it,
something
right?
in it, yeah.
I must have missed something.
There's nothing shown. I'm saying it's my theory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why else? Whenever the enemy brings you a present to put into your place of business, it's all...
I've seen Dodgeball.
It's all part of the plan to...
I kind of glaze over when Hiram's on the screen.
Yeah,
I must not have been paying
super
attention.
boring.
When you get a cardboard standee of White Goodman, you don't trust it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's my first hot take here.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed with that gown.
Kev's obsessed with Josie's gown. She gets up and sings. While she's singing, Archie's fighting.
Song was Anything Goes?
Anything Goes.
Anything Goes.
Anything Goes, that's right. And
what's the Temple of Doom?
Yeah.
Song?
Yeah, Temple of Doom.
Willie's big number.
Yeah, at the Obi-Wan Cafe.
So Archie's fighting that one dude, and he's telling him to hit him. He lets him beat the crap out of him. And then
good pep talk, even in the middle of a fight.
Right.
Archie can pump up the other guy to reach new heights.
That's right. Then he gets up and whips him. That kid's a star. I don't know whether we got to the part yet or not, whether we passed it, but when he Maybe not. We'll wait.
About over, aren't we?
Yeah, I guess. So I must have missed the screenshot I sent you guys earlier that further gives my theory about the warden.
Oh, yeah.
He's standing there watching one of these fights, and he flips a coin up in the air, and I screenshot it. It looks like a copper coin.
Yeah. I noticed when he did it, because I thought that's a weird thing to do.
Right.
But like the show, it doesn't even stand out. I thought, that's an old 40s gangster move. You flip a coin to show how cool you are. I just kind of read it as that, but that makes a lot of sense.
Right. At least if he isn't the guy, at least he is involved also. He's got a copper coin also. I can't picture any of these people, any of the grown-ups, the grown-up Riverdale people, or him, or anybody playing this game. I don't know what's going on, but apparently. Anyway, so now Archie gets more spoils. He gets the old-timey TV with the antennas and all the stuff. Bunch of cigarettes, apparently. A radio. Mad Dog's hand-me-downs. And then he gets a bottle of Lodge Label rum. And he realizes that Lodge is behind all this stuff. Yep. And he throws the bottle through the bars and smashes it. A great shot.
That was really kind of dumb for a guy that didn't have shoes. Shattered glass all over the floor.
True. Then he just finds the Count of Monte Cristo book and opens it up, and it's got the pickaxe in
a book
there.
About prison.
Yeah, a book about being wrongfully imprisoned. He's got
rock hammer.
Yeah, tack hammer straight out of
like my friend Andy Dufresne.
Oh, Andy. What's that, Mad Dog?
Take you about 1,000,000 years to chisel out a Shawshank.
Yeah, I keep looking at it. Does he have a poster in his cell? What is it?
Oh, well, Mad Dog had a poster.
Oh, well.
He had lots of little.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to fit through a little hole. Oh. Well, guess who? What? Phallus?
That's what happened to Mad Dog. He got like halfway.
He's stuck.
He's in the wall.
He's stuck in the wall. Look at this. FP does not like that Jughead might have been playing that game.
Not one bit.
He squeezes his face up and then he says, "Boy, don't lie to me. I can still see the blue on your lips." And Betty's like, "We're not telling you guys anything till you tell us what you know about this game. It's pure evil." That's what FP says. No one's ever going to play it again. He goes outside and throws the book in the fire, won't listen to reason. It's our only shot of figuring it out. Lodge, I'm going to call him that from now on. He tells Veronica, "Your opening night, Speakeasy, was beautiful. Iconic, you might say," she says. "And beyond reproach, I might add. You showed up with my portrait, knowing that I have photos of your drug lab. You must mean you must have cleared out of the worm already." What? What are you talking about? So, Baby Teeth wants to know why there's no burgers. He wants to sink his teeth into some burgers. Well, he found a small rock hammer and is hidden in a book, he tells him, and we're escaping. So you know that's coming. And then we get some freaking straight out of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Joaquin. Look at his face. That's the first thing it reminded me is look at that.
Oh,
just the terrible swollen shut black eye. Yep. And again, Jug and Betty are down in the bunker doing it again, and he said reading that handbook was like reading pure evil. Dad was right. So they don't want us investigating this. No one's ever going to play it again. Well, guess what? Princess Barbetheline's in her hospital room. She pulled the curtains and she's in there spreading the gospel and talking to
She was
whoever.
tied down.
Right. Well, she's chained down, but she's unchained now. Her straps are open.
Yeah. Who did that? The farm people?
Did you not see her who she's talking to at the end? I think whatever that thing was can surely bust some locks.
Yeah.
But Jughead gets to school the next day, and everybody's got a copy in their locker of Gryphons and Gargoyles, and
much like they're all like fascinated by it.
Yeah,
right,
that's what got me.
So yeah, in my high school, like,
that's what I
this?
thought. Yeah,
what is this? Being thrown in the
second
trash.
edition. Yeah, where'd you get this? Well, it was in my locker. Cheryl says, and that's what I thought was funny too. Is like if you'd have put a D&D book in everybody's locker, I would not have said by next weekend everyone's going to be playing this. But sure enough, they're going to be. They'll all join us, and look at this freakazoid. No, I mean, gosh, this is like.
I like the design of
the
creature.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Looks like was at a house down there over the bridge. And that's it, guys.
That's 2 episodes. We are caught up.
Oh, I'm still in. I like the supernatural flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the prison stuff.
No.
I want that to be over soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they're going to escape, but I feel like we got a few more episodes before we get there. A couple more anyway, and then they'll probably get ready next episode, and then one after that they'll actually get out of there, make it out of there. And
it's Archie is always smarter and on top of things, more than anyone in the room. It's like I don't buy that at all.
Now, how do you think they're going to get out? Are they going to tunnel underneath? Or are they because they're going to do something from like a movie, like. And I'm trying to think what they did in The Great Escape, the Steve McQueen one. I think they tunneled.
Yeah, that was a tunnel.
And then, but in Escape from Alcatraz, they used like the plaster. They made plaster guys themselves.
Yeah,
I think they still went. They always go through tunnels though and stuff. They have to tunnel it of some way. They all tunnel.
Well, you can pull a bus full of cheerleaders right up to the gate, so it wouldn't be a long tunnel.
True.
To get to freedom.
To get it on the other side of the gate. True.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it'll be like Raising Arizona when John Goodman comes up out of the mud.
Yeah. Traditionally, you leave in the laundry truck. That's another way. It's either a tunnel or the laundry truck.
Although with all the talk about shoes, that's another Shawshank thing. Like he wears the warden's shoes out. No one would notice his shoes.
Yeah. That's true.
So Archie could be wearing the loafers.
True. I don't know. And I don't know what the next step is here with it. So everybody's going to be playing Gryphons and Gargoyles next episode. And
next episode's the one, right, Cliff? We're getting the flashback.
The Midnight Club.
Ooh, I'm so thrilled.
With all the all of our young actors are going to play the parts of their parents as they were in high school. So we're going to see KJ Appa with his natural black hair playing Fred, and Veronica's going to play Hermione, and of course Betty is going to play the iconic Southside Alice. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
And they're going to be playing Gryphons and Gargoyles.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, this is.
Do we spoil who the guest star is? Do you think?
Yeah,
people know
it's on the preview we just watched.
But you can spoil it for us.
You just saw it a minute ago and got mad.
Oh, that's right. I don't remember. Yeah, that was Anthony Michael Hall.
The 80s icon, Anthony Michael Hall.
Right.
Who, of course, starred in the Breakfast Club.
16 Candles.
Yeah. I'm hoping
Out
we
of
get
Bounds.
and need some Emilio.
Johnny Be Good. What else was he in?
Weird Science.
Yeah, Weird Science. That's
National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah. True. Man, we
one job for Anthony Michael Hall.
Ooh, right now?
Oh my God.
One job for Anthony Michael Hall. Okay. So it's got to be. I think I know mine. Let's just see if there's anything else. See if we missed anything. I don't want to miss anything.
Curveball.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's crazy.
Goodness.
The only one of those John Hughes movies, I don't know that I've ever seen all of Pretty in Pink or Sweet 16 or 16 Candles. Like,
really?
I somehow missed those, but Breakfast Club I love, so that would have to be my.
Yeah, I mean, that's
one job forever?
Look, I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it, okay? You toss it. You had one job to do.
So I gave my pick before you played the theme song.
That's pretty good.
We don't need to take hours to do this.
I think Out of Bounds was a good, odd one that not a lot of people saw. It's more serious, It was. Then we had.
He's had a career kind of resurgence. He's been in a lot more recent stuff too.
Yeah, he was in.
He was in that series on USA.
It was The Dead Zone.
Yeah,
Stephen King thing. And then Johnny Be Good is a terrible movie where he played basically Archie. He was a big buff football player in blue and gold.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. Vacation. He's good in that as Russ, but it's not. But
he's not the only Russ,
right? It's not like it. That I'm gonna not have that one. 16 Candles is just like it almost. You can't watch it anymore. It's got so many it's so problematic.
I can watch it.
It's a good movie, but
as many things as I know that are wrong with that movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you still
as woke as you are,
right?
You can still enjoy it. He's great in it. I mean, They focus at one point. They just really focus on him because they realize how good this kid is. This is pre-Breakfast Club,
right? Right.
He was very good in that. I agree. Breakfast Club, of course. I really love Weird Science, though.
I do too.
I think, I think I would lean towards that for him. That'd probably be my pick is Weird Science. But if again, I'm pulling a cliff here where I get to say that, and if you go Breakfast Club, I'm fine with that. But I get to be the cool one that said Weird Science.
No, I do like Weird Science, but for me, as a whole, it's got to be 16 Candles.
Okay, there we go.
So either we're gonna need like some audience participation
well, let's all pick our
here.
What's your number 2?
Weird Science.
What's your number 2? So it's whatever his number 2 is.
They'll all be all
I don't think
it's probably
no, they won't because mine would be Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
So now you're picking.
It's probably Vacation.
Well, whatever.
Number 3 pick.
Yeah, what's your number 3 pick? Because whatever it is what it's going to be, and you can only come up with so many.
I don't know. What were
you have to pick basically it's between Breakfast Club and Weird Science because those are our 1s and 2s.
Oh my gosh, no Long Duck Dong.
I want so bad to say automobile, but I know that's not right. So.
Just imagine him in the shades in Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Or
the brawl on his head.
I was singing I Want to Be an Airborne Ranger at work the other night. I don't know why I was. And somebody's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't even know. What is that from? I was like, oh yeah, Breakfast Club. Sweating it out over there.
I don't know.
Just remember, all that happens is whatever you pick, everything else is gone forever.
Right.
So what can you live without?
Forget about
Breakfast Club or Weird Science. Don't you forget about it.
Which one could I live without? Even though I've seen it I've seen them both a lot.
Yeah.
But I think Breakfast Club's probably better than Weird Science, and I do love Weird Science.
We accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. And you see us as you want to see us. In the simplest terms, with the most convenient definitions. But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain, and an athlete,
and a basket case, a princess,
and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
Then, in the annals of history, forever, Anthony Michael Hall's only real role is Brian Ralph. What's his last name? Johnson? Brian Johnson?
Iconic.
I don't even know. I can't even see his whole last name.
Sure.
Yeah, well, we snuck that in there. Unprepared. Yeah. We'll talk more about Anthony Michael Hall next time.
That was right.
That was rough.
All right, title for this one.
We got baby teeth.
Baby teeth was all I
teeth.
wrote down.
There was something in there, but no, that's fine. Baby teeth sounds good.
All right. Hey, so that's our Riverdale recap. We'll be back next week with some different news that does not involve this teen soap opera. And
we don't know
we'll
why.
see you then. Yeah, we're just going to gloss over it because we don't really care about anything else. But I'll talk to you later. My name's Jordan Lowe.
Cliff Barnes.
Seth, bye forever.
Ka-Pow, the pop culture podcast, is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Sounds, music, and clips played during the podcast are property of copyright holders. All original content is property of www.udownwithkpp.com.
It was our junior year.
Fred Andrews, Alice Smith, Hermione Gomez, Forsyth,
Spoilers.
Jones Jr.
You don't watch this stuff?
Saturday
No.
Anthony Michael Hall?
Our lives were about to change forever. The world was a very different place, and we were very different people.
Riverdale, all new episode Wednesday at 8, 7 Central, only on the CW, and stream free on the CW app.
Thanks for watching. Click on the subscribe button to see more from Riverdale on the CW.
That looks awesome.
Do we want to actually drink? Does it matter that I have another cup?
Are you serious? No one's going to see us.
That's why I'm like, how far do we commit to this bit?
I mean, is one of them poisonous?
Well, let's just keep in mind, if I don't push the buttons, nobody does.
Is this necessary?
I have blue lips.
Oh my god.
Blue lips.
If you get a shot, I'll take a picture of your blue lips and put them on there. You should have had hashtag blue lips. This is a waste of time. What are we even doing here? The best Riverdale podcast have blue lips.
Blue lips.
Really? Try to get some on your lips.
This is more fun than a speakeasy grand opening.
Oh man.